What's going down? We back one more time. Beautiful people out there. I'm Valet Delroy. This is Ride with the Valet. And you made it to my page again. We're going to be reading Proverbs this morning. It's the 27th. So we're going to read Proverbs 27. It's 5 in the morning. And I just wanted to give everybody an opportunity to have a great start to their day with some wisdom. After I read Proverbs, I'll have a few comments, and then we'll take something out of this little book. You know, it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small. You know, I just want to give you guys a little extra, you know what I'm saying, a little extra. So let's get to it. All right, y'all, don't forget, you got to like, comment, subscribe, because, you know, we always trying to build a YouTube so we can continue to bless the people, do more things, and I want to monetize, I ain't gonna lie. I'll holler. 27. Uh-oh. Y'all don't want to see that. 27. Okay, whatever. Bible Gateway, okay? You could go there and find any translation that kind of suits you for your reading. I use the New American Standard. Yeah. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the provocation of a fool is heavier than both. Wrath is fierce and anger is a flood, but who can stand before jealousy? Better is open rebuke than love that is concealed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but deceitful are the kisses of an enemy. A satisfied person despises honey, but to a hungry person any bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird that wanders from its nest, so is a person who wanders from his home. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, and a person's advice is sweet to his friend. Do not abandon your friend or your father's friend, and do not go to your brother's house on the day of your disaster. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother far away. Be wise, my son, my child, my daughter, and make my heart glad, so that I may reply to the one who taunts me. A prudent person sees evil and hides himself, but the naive proceed, and they pay the penalty. Take his garment when he becomes a guarantor for a stranger, and for a foreign woman sees a pledge for him. The one who blesses his friend with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be considered a curse to him. A constant dripping on a day of steady rain and a contentious woman are alike. He who would restrain her restrains the wind and grasp oil in his right hand. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. One who tends the fig tree will eat its fruit, and the one who cares for his master will be honored. As in water, a face reflects the face, so the heart of a person reflects the person. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, nor are the eyes of a person ever satisfied. The crucible is for silver and the furnace for gold, and each is tested by the praise accorded him. Though you pound the fool in a mortar with a pestle along with crushed grain, his foolishness still will not leave him. Know well the condition of your flocks, and pay attention to your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generations. When the grass disappears, the new growth is seen, and the herb of the mountains are gathered in. The lambs will be for your clothing, and the goats will bring the price of a field. And there will be enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and the sustenance of your attendants. So that's Proverbs 27. Hopefully you were able to hear me as I was going through that. You know what I'm saying? But let's just go back and pull a few out of here, you know what I'm saying, and see if we can make the words that we've read something that we can exemplify in our everyday life, visibly, right? Wrath is fierce, and anger is a flood. We all know that. You ever seen somebody who's like full of wrath or anger? Okay, it's fierce and like a flood. But who can stand before jealousy? See, jealousy isn't necessarily like anger or wrath, right? It's not something that makes you gets you all turned up and makes you want to like a flood, just rush and destroy whatever's in your pathway. No, jealousy can be very slow, methodical, side-eyeing. You know what I'm saying? It could come off as clean, cool, friendship, all kind of things. But you just never know, because jealousy is one of those, wrath and anger kind of are an outward thing. Jealousy is more of an inward thing, right? It says, better is an open rebuke than love that is concealed. It's better for somebody to openly tell you no, you're wrong, correct you, than to be like, I love you, and let you just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, so I didn't tell you that you shouldn't, jump off the edge, go off the edge. You know what I mean? It's better to tell somebody, don't do that, than to let them do it because you love them, but that love is concealed. They don't know it, and you don't show it. You feel me? I like those. I like some of these, you know what I'm saying? Be wise, my son, and make my heart glad, so that I may reply to the one who taunts me. Man, this is what we love as parents, and what we loved as kids, is that I could always go tell my mama, or get my dad, or get somebody who loves and cares about me. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in the wrong, you know what I mean, that would make it even worse. That would make it all bad. That's why I said, hey, look, if you're wise, you'll make my heart glad. Because anytime anybody thinks they have something to say about you, I'm going to reply. I'm going to be able to stand on that, right? We always say, you want somebody to use your name, you know what I'm saying, uplift you, and, big you up, carry that pride that they have for you, and that care that they have for you, even when you're not present, when you're not in the room. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. A constant dripping on a day of steady rain is annoying. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's like nonstop. It's redundant. It's doing the same thing in the same spot. And a contentious woman are alike. And this is something that I don't really get too deep in, but let me just put a little tidbit out there, you know what I'm saying? Women who are contentious, if you have a man, if you have a husband, if you like a young brother, all that contention might seem cool at first when he's playful. Oh, you gotta, you speak your mind, and, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You have the freedom to do anything you want, woman. But being contentious, contending with your man, is a sign of disrespect. I just want y'all to know that, okay? It's annoying. It's like a drip on a rainy day that just is continuous. And that's wisdom from the book. But I'm not telling you nothing. It was just something I read, that stood out. Who knows? Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied. This is like the grave and death and the place of the dead, right? Because everybody has got to go someday. So obviously, death, the grave, is never satisfied, because it keeps taking us back to it. Nor are the eyes of a person never satisfied. And that might be a hard pill to swallow. But once you realize that people's eyes are not satisfied, their ears never tire of hearing, they never tire of seeking, their pride will always be there. And the things they see and the things they feel are always never going to be satisfied. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? What part do you play? Okay? and understanding that so that you can know what to do, right? If your eyes are never satisfied and they're always going to be looking for something to look at, you should look at things that are going to benefit you rather than things that are not going to benefit you. If your feelings are always looking to make you feel better, you should do things that actually make you feel better, not just things that seem like they give you a chemical feel better, right? Like eating candy makes me feel good, makes me happy, but it's bad for me. You feel me? So do things that are good for you to satisfy the part that is always feeling like it's lacking. You know what I mean? Give it something of substance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like this one. I like this one a lot. You know, what's one that we hear all the time? Iron sharpens iron, and one person sharpens another. You need people around you to help mold you. It's community, it's connection, it's relationships that we bounce off of because we're creatures of habit, and we're creatures, you know what I'm saying, who respond. You know what I mean? So keep sharp people around you so you can get sharper. One who tends the fig tree will eat its fruit, and the one who cares for his master will be honored. That's just what you reap what you sow. You don't work, you don't eat. You feel me? Now, I just randomly opened this book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small. Simple ways to keep the little things from taking over your life. This is written by Richard Carlson. He had a PhD. He's like a stress guy. Okay, let's see what they talking about up in here. I turned that light off. Oh, the light went off by itself. Okay, we're still in here. It's still us. So I'm going to use this. Let's see what quick words he has to say. Become aware of your moods and don't allow yourself to be fooled by the low ones, as in your low moods. Okay? Your own moods can be extremely deceptive. Okay? When you're in a good mood, relationships seem to flow and communication is easy. If you are criticized, you take it in stride. On the contrary, when you're in a bad mood, life looks unbearably serious and difficult. You have very little perspective. You take things personally and often misinterpret those around you as you impute malignant motives into their actions. Be mindful of your mood. It will cause you to not maybe see what you think you're seeing. Here's the catch. People don't realize their moods are always on the run. They think instead that their lives have suddenly become worse in the past day or even in the past hour. How long is this? Not too long. Okay, I'm just kind of skipping through it trying to give y'all some good stuff. Such a quick and constant and drastic contrast in low moods may seem absurd, even funny, but we're all like that. In low moods, we lose our perspective and everything seems urgent. Ain't that the truth? The truth is life is almost never as bad as it seems when you're in a low mood. Rather than staying stuck in a bad temper, convinced that you are seeing life realistically, you can learn to question your judgment, remind yourself, of course I'm feeling defensive, angry, frustrated, stressed, and all that. I'm in a bad mood. I always feel negative when I'm low. Okay? A low mood is not the time to analyze your life. To do so is emotional suicide. If you have a legitimate problem, it will still be there when the state of your mind improves. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful in our low moods, not taking them too seriously. The next time you feel low, for whatever reason, remind yourself, this too shall pass, and it will. And let me tell you something that my grandma always would tell me, okay? I love my grandma. And if you still have one of your grandparents or both, talk to them, give them a call, tell them you love them because they love you and would love to hear from you. My grandma would always tell me, take care of the small rocks, okay? And take care even more of the big rocks. Sometimes you don't got to worry about the small rocks, okay? And when you're in a low mood, you see a lot of small rocks, you feel me? If you got a wall made of rocks, the small ones are going to fall out first. That's going to make it hard. It's going to look bad. But the big ones still be there, and they still keep the wall up, okay? Take care of the big rocks. Keep your wall strong, and, you know, you're going to be all right. Anyway, Proverbs 27, a little wisdom for the day. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm Valet John Ray. This is Robert the Valet. I hope that I said something encouraging today. I hope that you enjoyed this little moment of I needed to get right in the morning, okay? And maybe we'll come back with some thoughts on life later for other things and other topics, okay? Much love to you. You can take what's in your mind, turn it into something valuable, tangible, that will benefit you, others, those you love, anybody for that reason or that matter. All you have to do is believe, be willing, and get to work. I'm Valley Delroy. You have a great day. Check out my website, okay, DelroyMartinJr.com. I'm going to put a link because I just dropped a new mixtape, okay, with my homeboy, and it's called Ride to the Eons, Volume 1. It has 14 collaborative tracks on there, all right? I would really love if y'all would listen to that, if you had time, if you like hip-hop. And you can download it for free. It's just going to cost you an email, okay? And I don't spam much because I'm not like that. But I do love sharing things with y'all. I got music, I got a book, ebook, quotes, merch, and a blog. And this YouTube. So much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.